that's how they generally travel to work, and the results are given below. The bus is 20 out of 60 multiplied by 720. Oh, sorry, 360, I mean. Okay. The car is 15 out of 60 people had a car, and to convert that into an angle, we need to multiply by 360. Train was 12 out of 60, and we need to multiply that by 360. The walk was 8 out of 60, and once again, we need to multiply that by 360. And then the bicycle was 5 out of 60, multiplied by 360. Okay. So 120 degrees, 90 degrees. The fifth by 360 is 72 degrees. Yeah, I'm sure about that one now. $30 for that one. And anybody know what degrees is in the walk? Anybody got it? 8 out of 60 multiplied by 360. 48 degrees. 3, 2, 1. Okay, here's going to be my center point. 90 degrees is really easy. It's just straight down. So I'll call that 90 degrees, and I'll call that the car. Okay, 120 degrees. I'll take out my protractor, and I'll get 120 degrees at the top. 120 degrees is around here. I'll draw a line going up towards it, but I won't go that long. So that's 120 right there. And that is the bus. Okay. I might use the 30 degrees because that seems relatively easy to do. So, see the way I'm at 120 right now? If I go 30 degrees away from that, it should have me at 150. So that could be 150. 30 degrees away from 120 is 150. So I can do that. And that'll be 30 degrees. 30 degrees. All right. 72 degrees is going to be awkward, but I'll give it a go. Here we are. Now, I'm going to start at 90. Actually, I'll rotate this thing. Okay. So, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 72. Just 2 degrees above it. And that's roughly 72 degrees. And what's that leave the last one as then? 48. And 48 is the walk. 72 is the train. 30 is the bicycle or the bike. Okay, now there's 240 holiday makers. Does everybody see that? What I'm claiming to you guys is that 360 degrees, which is 100% of the full circle, equals 240 people. Would that be okay with you guys? The full circle represents 240 people. So what I'm basically telling you is 360 degrees equals 240 people. Out of interest, what would 1 degree equal? What would 1 degree be the same as? Divide both sides by 360. 1 degree is actually 2/3 of a person. Don't worry about that for a minute. Okay? Is everybody happy that 360 degrees represents 240 people? Therefore, 1 degree is 2/3 of a person. Okay? Now, how do we figure out what x is? Can anybody tell me? How do you figure out what angle x is? Now, you get your 360 degrees. Okay? You get the 360 degrees and you take away 45, 120, 90, and 60. And I think most people told me it was 45 degrees. Everybody happy with 45? Okay, easy work. Now, next thing. How many people visited Portugal? How many degrees is Portugal worth? 60. How do you convert 1 degree into 60 degrees? What you need to do? You multiply by 60. 60 degrees is 60 times bigger. So you get 2/3 and you multiply it by 60. And it should tell you how many people are in Portugal. So what do we get? 40 people. Done. Okay, 60 people. All right. Now, done. 40 people. Which country had the most people that visited? What country do you think? Spain. Because it's the largest sector, isn't it? Which country was visited by a quarter of the people? 1/4. A quarter of a pizza. What do you think? France. France is 90 degrees, quarter of it. Which two countries combined accounted for 1/2 of the holiday makers' questions? If you account for half of it, what's half of 360? 100 and? What two countries add up to 180 degrees? Spain and Portugal. That's your answer for that one. Spain and Portugal. You okay with that, guys? Okay. Which is the largest number? Spelled it correctly is the largest sector. Would you agree with that? And what's the smallest sector? Spelled it incorrectly. So it's the smallest sector. And would not try is the middle. Would you agree with that? Now, would not try is clearly the largest in B, isn't it? So what does that mean? It's incorrect. All right. Now, another way of looking at it would be would not try and correct are the same size in this one, aren't they? So what does that mean? Incorrect. Correct should be slightly bigger than would not try. And incorrect is 25 out of 100 people, which is exactly a quarter. So for all those reasons, I think I'm going to select C. I'll jump in with you here, okay? What angle do we all think this is for the birthday? The birthday angle of Card World. Oh, Card Den. Sorry, they're after Card Den. What angles Card Den do you think? Birthday cards are? What degree? That's 90 degrees for Card Den, agreed? Now, would you agree that's a quarter of the cards? Would everybody agree it's a quarter of the cards? A quarter of how many cards? So a quarter of 600 people. What do we get? 150. You cool with that? Now, can everybody in the class do me a favor? Can you measure the congratulations angle? Do you see the blue angle on the left one? And the purple angle on the right one? Can you get me those two angles, please? That would be useful for me. I'm getting 47 degrees for this when I measure it. Below 50, about 47 degrees. So 47 for, 47 for the blue angle, and for the purple angle, which I'll do in a second. For the purple angle, is it 50 degrees? Then we get 50 degrees for the other one. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong angle. Sorry, guys. Not 50. Who got about 43, is it? Who got 43? About 43? Now, guys, here's what I'm trying to compare right now, okay? Okay. Come on. Okay. Blue angle is 47 degrees, okay? And the purple angle is 43 degrees. Well, here's the difference. You listening? Really need to pay attention to this. 47 is a bigger fraction. However, it's 47 degrees out of 360 degrees, but it's only 200 cards. So if I was to roughly do this, 47 divided by 360, multiplied by 200 cards, I get roughly 26 cards. However, if I did 43 degrees, which isn't that different from 47, and I multiply it by 600 cards, the answer will be a lot different. Do you think it would be higher or lower? Higher. So basically what I'm trying to teach you is half of a small amount of money isn't the same as a quarter of a really large amount of money. Do you get what I'm saying? So that will be 71 cards roughly. So clearly the 40 clearly in a what's it called, card world, is it? Clearly in card den there's more congratulations cards than there is in card world, purely because they have a lot more cards. However, in card world, a greater fraction of them are congratulations cards.